Hey YouTube. So
Hey guys.
we are going to give you guys a slice of what we do on Instagram every week. We'll see how you guys respond to it, and if you like it, maybe we'll implement it into our weekly programming for you. So this is the weekly for Aries. 2 of Michael, which is what you got last week.
2 of Michael. Okay, so it's the moon in Libra.
Yeah, it is. This is talking about dealing with choices, you know, choices that involve high consideration of the stakes. What are the risks that are going to be taken when you make this choice? But then that overanalyzation can also lead to not making a choice, because that's one of the characteristics of Libra. You know, they're constantly making choices, so there's an open end to that. So try not to let it be open-ended.
This could be some type of opposition with the choice. Maybe it's a difficult choice, or you feel like there's going to be some type of conflict and you fear the conflict, but you need to go ahead and do it in order to express the full length of who you are. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Aries.
So, Taurus.
Taurus, King of Raphael, King of Cups. This is opposing you because this is kind of like Scorpio energy. The kings are fixed. It's air, and it's air associated with water, so it's your emotions.
Right.
You're dealing with someone who has a really great temperament, or really is just like manipulative, knows how to control emotions, maybe knows how to affect you, or you yourself are evolving in a way where it's like you can't stop thinking about this thing that's affecting your emotions in this way.
Right. I feel like, you know, Taurus, some of you actually might be with a Scorpio. My mother married a Scorpio, so there could be a man.
Could be a male
in your
water
life.
sign,
Water
Pisces,
sign, exactly,
Cancer.
who might be making you feel really emotionally abundant right now, because we are in Cancer season. Cancer rules the moon. The moon also rules Taurus, so there's something that you can understand from that energy of Cancer, and I think you really are appreciating it out of this water sign male.
Hopefully you are, or it's just highlighted for the week. This person may affect you in some type of surprising way. Okay, Gemini, your card. 10 of Raphael, 10 of Cups.
Sun in Pisces.
Very beautiful card about manifestation. So maybe right now some of you are feeling really like you're achieving something that you've always wanted somehow, or you feel like you had to really wait like a long time for something that may be finally possible.
I feel like you guys are feeling very hopeful in the realms of, you know, your satisfaction, because I think with the mutable signs, it's always about what is being satisfied, and with you, you're so concentrated on the mental part about it that you kind of can't get to that emotional part, but you actually are appreciating these emotions that the mutable sign can offer you.
Or there's like lessons and emotions, lessons and karmic. It's a sun in Pisces.
Right.
Could be a Pisces.
You
could have a strong Pisces element, and this is how it's going to be affected this month. Or like you're just really thinking about like a deep soulmate type of energy, because that's the deepest desire of Pisces, okay?
And if some of you out there have Gemini and Pisces placements, look at that. Oh, Cancer.
Okay, Cancer.
9 of Pentacles. You're appreciating your elements and your surroundings.
Venus and Virgo.
Right.
So some of you are single, and it's talking about like highlighting just being free and like being able to be promoting yourself and like realizing what you have to offer to the world. And some of you are paired and you're getting back to a place of single. Maybe you are putting too much energy into someone or some type of situation, and now it's like, stop doing that. Like have this epiphany and like realize what it is that you actually can do all by yourself.
Exactly. It's about going in and looking at how you can teach yourself those valuable lessons of how you are actually the most important and you love you the most. Therefore, you are going to manifest the world that you are going to thrive in, and not based on anyone else's beliefs of what their truths are about you. Okay. Here we go,
Leo.
Wow, this was just in your reading.
Leo.
She is not leaving you, honey. The Empress.
So, Leo, this is very like you feeling this need to express some part of yourself. What are you cooking in the oven? This is like very much the idea of like pregnancy, the idea of fertility, the idea of planning to do, right? It's like the idea of 1, 2, 3, and then something happens. That fourth part is what's going to solidify the construction of whatever it is that you're trying to build. So you know what that is. You could be expressing. It's a matter of the heart, because you rule the heart. So you're about to really try to attain something, and it could be in a relationship sense or in a monetary sense or work sense. You know, it could be any of those factors, but you know what it is. You do, Leo.
I feel like, Leo, you're existing within the shape of things, how things have turned out. You know that they've turned out this way. You understand what it feels like, what it tastes like, what it looks like, what it sounds like. You know what I mean? So it's like you're allowing yourself to also tap into the energy of the threes here, all the threes, the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, and what it means for you to feel like that pain and that hurt from something that psychologically damaged you based on what somebody was doing to you. The Three of Cups, how you're going to start celebrating those parts of yourself that actually deserve to be celebrated, right? How are you going to communicate those feelings of gratitude to yourself for yourself? And the Three of Pentacles, the work that you do and how it's being appreciated, right? Okay.
Recognition.
All right, Leo. Here we go with Virgo.
Virgo, the world, we're talking about Saturn and completions, right? So Virgo, either you're just completely fed up now, like it's just like you can't go back. It's like, you know, and that's what it is. Or it's like you like karma has like got you tied up in something. You could be looking at your restrictions somehow. You could be looking at your enforcements. Like, I need to re-implement this thing. I was doing this and it was good and I stopped doing it, now I'm getting back to it.
Right.
Or I feel so hung up in this thing, and if only I could break this, then on the other side of that is this amazing new life for me. So whatever that is for you, Virgo, you'll know. But this is a lot about whether, you know, the feeling of progression.
Right. Breaking out of the confines of those restrictions through learning those karmic lessons and then being able to apply it to your life in order to bring about that change. Yeah. This is beautiful, and you love that type of energy, Virgo, especially when you make it to the end of something. Finally.
Right, it's very transformative.
All right, Libra.
Libra.
You are feeling determined to defend yourself, defend your actions, what you do. You will not stop until you are actually appreciating everything that you created for yourself. This is a Sagittarius card. So it's like, you are really being true to yourself. If there's something that you want to reveal to somebody, you'll reveal it because it's the truth. You know what I mean? It really is standing in that passion, right? Sagittarius is a very passionate energy. And with you being an air sign, you're just sort of putting more fuel into that energy of feeling determined, feeling like you are building this fort around yourself. And it's not to keep people out. It's for keeping people getting in.
Some of you are feeling really withered, and it could be vice versa with that. So, because you are Libra, so for some of you, it is keeping people out.
Right, both of them.
But
right,
you know, for some of you, it's keeping people in.
Right.
But you know, in the situation, it's like you're feeling very withered. You're feeling very like, you know, it's an accumulation of things. It's 9. It's like you had this epiphany. You know why you feel this way. You're burdened by it. You're anticipating more struggle, but you know, so you're not going to be shocked by the situation. So it is kind of like the endurance to kind of like stay in there and also not be too hurtful with your mouth. Because your mouth is ridiculous when it comes to Sagittarius in general. So there's a warning there with that. Okay, Libra?
Right, and with it being Libra, we were talking about the truths and how like sometimes it can hurt, and that's what gets Libra in trouble, and that's why sometimes they don't really say what they're going to say. This is saying when you do say what you're going to say and it's filled with the Sagittarius energy, it could really be something to be like, you know, feared. Just within the energy of like how overwhelming an argument or a fight can be. That's what it's saying, or I'm saying. So watch out for that. Scorpio, you can deal with this. This is the Emperor, so this is Mars energy. Yeah. What's being delegated? What's being destroyed? What's being overhauled? What's being contracted? Right?
So with this Mars energy being here is amplifying the spirit of why you do the things you do. What are you trying to build? What is it that you want? Because this is very like, I am. And what I am is this. And what I want is this. Right? And this week we did pull the, you know, or today I did a daily and I pulled the base chakra card. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, maybe you're getting back to a place where you're thinking, about why you have these deep feelings, why you act this way. You know, what is it that causes you to go out and become the person that you become
Right.
in an external aspect.
Right.
Like how you
Right.
go about
Right.
doing the things. Like this is like, we're going to war.
Right.
So this is like, we're going to go to war, and how are we going to
So
go to
strong,
war?
right?
So line up those troops. So it's like, how are you going to go about it? How are you delegating the situation? It's very much that. Okay, Scorpio?
There's a dog over there.
So just like tap into what it is that you're building.
Right. I'm thinking that whatever it is that you're establishing and whatever those foundations are that you're really trying to formulate, do you know why you're establishing these types of structures? Or are you just doing it because you're in the power to establish structure and you're just going to do it in this way, impulsively? Sagittarius. 6 of Raphael. You're feeling nostalgic about something. There could be some children involved. Some of you might be thinking about your children and how they're doing. Or some of you might be actually expecting children. You know?
With Sun and Scorpio, I've been tongue-tying Scorpio and Sagittarius recently. Some of you are Scorpio and Sagittarius and you have children. My parents are Sagittarius and Scorpio. But, you know, also in this situation, it could be talking about the awareness of scorns inside of yourself.
Right.
So you're just thinking, the Sun is awareness and identity and ego. The 6 of Cups is talking about expansion. Jupiter rules, it is the 6th planet. It's talking about expansions of feelings. So a lot of it is like why you do the things that you do this week as far as your emotions, how they drive you. Is it because of a person or something that happened to you in the past, which a lot of the times it is, or you're deeply thinking about someone that either has passed or is a part of your past that you want to like bring back into like this kind of future pleasures that you're planning.
Right. I'm thinking that some of you might be thinking about that person from your past that you actually might be scorned by. But you've thought about the beauty and the depth of those emotions and what it means to experience them because you are alive, life and death. Sun in Scorpio for you Sagittarius. So you're thinking about how you can forgive people in order to move on with your life, and even if it doesn't include them. But if it does include them moving forward, you have no other choice but to forgive.
Okay, Capricorn. The wheel, you got Jupiter, which is ruler of Sagittarius. Jupiter. So it's talking about changes. Now, Jupiter in Capricorn, which is a natal chart placement for me, is talking about, it doesn't really necessarily like to be in Capricorn. It's actually at its detriment. Capricorn loves to work and master things. Jupiter wants to just benefit, get it then, do, keep going, running the race, explode, have the fun, do more of this, get it, give me yours, and I got mine.
I've got
like
money.
all of this stuff, right?
Okay.
Jupiter. So Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's a little bit more precarious and cautious, even though it too wants to have. So it's very much talking about this idea of expansion and change. If you're a Capricorn, there could be an issue with your husband this week somehow, or with your father if you're like you're a female, or you yourself are the husband and you do something, and it could be an expansion of some sort. It could be like, you know, somebody's getting a job, or somebody gets promoted, or something happens at work that affects either one of you or the family, because it's friends and family heritage.